watching this video should have a rough idea where we're going.
We're heading northwest we're heading.
And why are we heading northwest on a Monday morning?
Well, there's a reason I've got a black eye. You know what it is.
Yeah, a black eye.
To tell my wife
for the missus.
Got another Land Rover.
Another Land Rover, but so that we've got, we'll introduce, we've got Billy in the front here.
How we did?
I can't get my arm to turn all the way around, but I'm sure you recognise Dave in the back. And the man who's just bought another Land Rover in the front, Neil Scott. Neil Scott in the front there. Look at that beautiful scenery. So whilst we're looking at this beautiful scenery, exactly why are we all in a Land Rover going to buy yet another Land Rover?
Well, you can't get a better Land Rover than a Land Rover Classic, can you?
A Classic?
And
So it's a series motor?
What kind of Classic do you think it is? It's a Range Rover Classic, isn't it?
A Range Rover Classic. So as we enter a certain stage in life, we don't want these old leaf springs any longer. We're looking for a little bit of luxury.
A little bit of air.
So Billy's here because Billy's had probably more classic Range Rovers, actually ran more classic Range Rovers than anyone else we know. So Billy knows his Range Rovers. I've only ever cut them up.
I was going to say, Billy's probably cut up as many as me.
I've never cut one. No. I always drove them.
I think I'm responsible for the end of at least 10 Range Rovers and probably 15 Discoveries on sort of last count. But those days are behind us because we're now going to...
off here.
We're now going to repair.
Right, Billy, let him out.
You're a bad influence.
Well, we can let him go play at the Glencoe Ski Centre for the day.
I think I've owned and ran 15 classic Range Rovers.
15 classic Range Rovers.
Yeah.
And how many did you keep?
If I had the last one I had for 15 years.
Had.
You
let it go.
I let it. I was talked out of it because my wife said, we need to get something newer than that.
So there we are.
To your life.
Next time, before we get into that conversation and we all get into trouble later on.
So what's this beautiful place we are? Apart from the advert for Morrison's. But
apart from that, we'll need to lean forward a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is it's not the James Bond road.
No, but
the
it's
James
not far
Bond
away.
road is just further up there, I think, someplace.
Yeah.
But we're not too far away now. We could have stopped and got our... Is it Skyfall?
Yeah.
The Skyfall famous.
That's what I could call the Land Rover.
Skyfall. Well, the flare might flow out.
Need to come up with a name for it.
We'll wait till we see it.
So what is this? This is the AEON advert. And this is the AEON edition.
The AEON edition? AEON edition what?
So it's the AEON edition.
Of?
Arse end of nowhere.
Nowhere.
That's what we're off to. Arse end of nowhere.
But basically this is the start of the video, which is a good old-fashioned boys trip. Which you can tell it's a good old-fashioned boys trip. We'll see some of the beautiful scenery on the way around. You can always tell it's a boys trip because there's a trailer on the back. And all good boys trips have all got a trailer on the back.
Usually there's something on the trailer.
Well, there will be something on the trailer. Well, we're hoping there's going to be something on the trailer. But in all good fashion, we believe that this particular classic, this gem coming from Land Rover, doesn't run. So we've got a winch in the trailer. As you can tell, we're getting a little bit older. Normally we would just have found a way of pushing it on or getting a digger or something. That's the Skyfall kind of bridge, isn't it? There we go.
It'll drive up that hill.
Yeah,
because we're not going up the hill.
She's not quite an Aston Martin, but well, you never know. Maybe this time next week we could be bringing the Range Rover up this road. No?
Why are we going up this road?
Well, just for a drive to celebrate you got it going and driving an MOT in a week. But that's what boys trips do, we dream.
I'm off to Ireland tomorrow.
Off to Ireland tomorrow. Not in the classic Range Rover. So here we'll put a little thing on this here video, and Neil and Billy, we can witness this. So this classic Range Rover, whatever shape or form, you should really get it ready for our Harris trip next year, which is giving you about 11 months to get the classic Range Rover around the outer Headbridges.
That would be perfect.
That's a good goal, isn't it?
Perfect.
Because I'm pretty sure on our first trip...
I'm not so sure that that's a sufficient time.
11 months?
I would...
to do what?
Case in point, I would say the series motor. I do remember you saying that you'd have it ready for the
But that was
particular event.
Yeah, but that was down to the chassis.
And dare I mention the Jeep?
This is a boys' trip. We're not going to bring up ex-projects. Well, not ex-project, current project.
I was working in the Jeep the other day there. I made the rear quarter panel ready, well done, so just to cut off. So,
That was him trying to justify to Ray that he's needing another Land Rover.
It's a long-term project.
On our first trip, 7 years ago to Isla, our first island trip with the Land Rover Club, Billy did say that the ideal car for this would be a classic Range Rover. So here we are many years on,
Yes.
and maybe next year we'll finally get a classic Range Rover onto one of these island trips. So we're
Good
basically
thing
still
is-
looking at a Morrison's van, so
Good thing is, Billy's giving me a challenge.
Billy's giving me a
He's put the
challenge.
gauntlet down. He's saying, I'll no do it.
He'll do it. Right, so we'll sign off just now. Gorgeous, gorgeous scenery out there. In fact, we should have been filming to the side, boys.
Should have been.
There's always a pikey in the shot, though, isn't
So that I can put some chat on top of this.
there? Yeah, there's always a
Instead of
pikey in the chat. Everywhere you look, there's a bloody pikey. Transit van and caravans, isn't there?
that, I'll be editing that out.